it's a big show. Oh, it's a big bad show tonight.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big show.
Oh, yeah. This show's big. Here we are. Ugh, this show's so big. This is Casturbation. Ugh, this show's so big. Can't help it.
It is a big show.
This show is ludicrously big.
Since the last time you heard us, we've blown up.
It's a large show, and the song is over. This is Casturbation.
We've blown up.
I'm Michael. That's David. We blew up because it was a big show.
Not was, is.
Is a big show. Unless somehow the rise and fall of Casturbation takes about 6 days. In which case, by the time you hear this, we've
Perhaps
lost.
we are canceled in the meantime.
Yes.
It could happen.
Yeah, well, I guess you wouldn't be listening to us. If you are listening to us, either you're in a bunker because the world ended. Because only the end of the world could take away the big show. Ah, yes. We are Casturbation. Hope you enjoyed your holidays. Hope you didn't.
You're going to need something bigger than just rockets to take us down.
You're going to need a bigger show. Once you chump some of this shit.
We're almost to Rogan status where we can't be meddled with.
And, like, literally, the way the internet works, there's Rogan status where they have all of the, the computers and the Wi-Fi and everything. It's like, make sure this stupid thing in Austin has all the power of the internet. And then below that, you have all the rest of us. So we're close.
The rest of us? No, I don't know about that. Oh, but listen. People, I don't understand. I don't even listen to Rogan, regularly. If there's, some good comedians on, I might. But people try and come at him, They're always, trying to cancel him.
You always got to go for the Rogan. Some say go for the king, but...
whatever. He has a bunch of people on. Obviously, he has a bunch of people skeptical of, COVID stuff on. I think that, and, it obviously...
He's a bunch of people not skeptical about COVID on as well.
Yeah, exactly. But nobody gives a shit about that.
If you don't care about hunting elk or just working out and getting tattoos, he won't have you on a second time.
I mean, so here's the thing, though. It's just, I don't understand why it's just... It's almost like a thing where a lot of the people that are doing it don't even watch it. They're just kind of bandwagoning.
Yeah,
it's just a brigade. This internet brigade.
Yeah.
Brigade tactics.
The Rogan Brigade. It's like old Wild West.
Well, don't get me wrong.
We're coming for you, Joe.
You also have people that are just reflexively will just defend Rogan no matter what. Because
which you shouldn't do either.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not advocating that either. But
we here at Casturbation, we love you, Joe Rogan. Put us on your podcast network.
We can suck our own dicks too, bro.
Yeah, dude.
We can all talk about it. It'll be great.
There'll be some guy who got his leg shot off. They had the guy who was in Lone Survivor on. He's just like, oh my god, I was in a swamp bleeding out, and Joe Rogan's like, yeah, there reminds me this time I worked out one time. It's like, no, Joe.
You got lost hunting?
Yes, maybe a bad example. The guy, his name was Marcus or something, staring into his eye with that crazy eye, I've seen some shit. Oh, good old Joe. We've given Joe this power, though. You all are giving Joe this power. Yeah, it's funny because,
Marcus Luttrell.
Yeah, see, I was right.
Yeah.
And so, Joe, he went to Spotify, and who listens to his podcast anymore? Because I don't know about you, David, because I think you do the same thing. They're like, we're not going to be on YouTube anymore. But then they randomly just put the best parts of the episode on YouTube, and I'm like, well, let me just take a gander at this, because I like the guest.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got what I needed. It's like, oh, how long's the episode? 4 hours. I'm good.
Yeah.
I got the best part. Thanks, Jamie. Jamie, look that up.
I mean, some people have the time and the inclination to listen to a 4-hour podcast.
Well,
hey,
you can't over bits
do
and
it,
pieces.
if you want. I'm not saying don't. And two, yeah, like you're saying, listen to it over the course of a few days.
They're going to look
have
at
the time.
length of this podcast. It's 5 hours long. The Casturbation Marathon episode. It's 4-hour podcast. Who would do such a thing?
We could do that one day, or maybe
No, we couldn't. We would die.
live stream. We could do that, and then
there'd
just
be about 2 hours.
just post the live stream. We could do that. I could do 5 hour.
I mean, I could too. Oh,
Marathon.
you want to do? You're tempting me.
No, it's
Challenging
How
me?
about it would be whoever taps first, basically. Whoever can't like go any longer.
Oh, that'd be
just, like-
you.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah. It would.
That's the
put it
idea.
to the
Is
test?
competition.
Oh no, it wouldn't.
It's a friendly a competition among gentlemen
Yeah, we shake hands.
who can keep making jokes the longest.
I think we have to dress up in tuxedos for this event.
I think that like for 5 hours, Jesus.
Oh, see, look at you bitching out already. I was like, there has,
Well, no, tuxedo for 5 hours, bro. That's
Oh God,
It's pretty hot in here, you know.
it's the
I
winter.
don't want to be sweating my ass off in a tuxedo.
We'll do it
making
outside.
jokes. I would like to be comfortable.
Now.
Michael's put arbitrary conditions. Like, why did?
Well, no, you're the
a
one who
tuxedo-
put the challenge. Is like, and I am adding things to the challenge.
These arbitrary things, though. If it was like
We also have a
anything-
loaded gun in the
anything
middle.
to do with the actual challenge, it would make sense. But you're just like, no, we're gonna wear regalia. It's like what?
Because it make it more fun because you're gonna lose anyway. You think you can last me in a talking outlast me?
No,
5-hour talking conversation.
You get exhausted before me.
I would get exhausted.
So. I think that would happen.
I don't think that would happen.
No, you probably would honestly get too drunk, like before.
Oh, how dare you? You would get too high. You bastard. Who would fall asleep first? I'll do it from my bed.
No, you would get smashed, bro. Like you would just drink
No.
way too much
Completely sober. Oh,
and pass the fuck. Well, if it's 5 hours long, I mean, come on.
I'll start drinking at like hour 3.
Okay, well that's the thing is like if you're not.
Oh, I'd pace myself. Oh no, this is like a competition. I'm not gonna just show up and be like,
Hey, you do whatever you want. I'm not saying don't do that.
I'll see now. No, I can't.
But
no.
how about what if we were both drinking? What
Yeah,
if
then
that was
you
part
wouldn't
of the
make it.
competition?
Oh, then you would die.
Oh yeah, of course I would.
Exactly.
No,
So
I would
you
have
can't
to.
handle it.
No, actually, maybe not. Like if I ate a nice hefty dinner.
You ate a nice hefty dinner.
Hefty. If I ate a nice hefty dinner.
A ham
beforehand,
dinner. Smoked ham. Honey ham.
a steamed ham.
Nothing makes me more tired than a steamed ham. God damn it.
These hams have grill marks. Oh God! All right, it's just gotta. The Simpsons did it. You know what I mean? You gotta revert back to them every once in a while.
I mean, they did everything, so
Pay homage to the
occasionally,
kings.
yeah, exactly. And they suck now. They're not the kings anymore. They're the kings that like have gotten senile.
It's what. Well, I mean, dude, come on though. Like everyone says, the early era Simpsons. It's like basically like
Oh, the '90s
Dark
Simpsons.
Side of the Moon
Yeah.
of fucking sitcom writing.
Yeah, if you listen, if you played, yeah, it's like if you played The Wizard of Oz on one TV and the '90s Simpsons episodes on the other TV.
Okay.
They all match up,
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
according to David, because he's always high all the time.
Yeah, I'm always on acid and watching things
Oh, that's
at the
what they
same
call
time.
it.
Well, watching and listening classic albums. With
He listens to he
The
watches
Wizard
the
of
classic
Oz.
albums and he
It's always
listens.
with Wizard of Oz though. You can't do it with other things. You spread yourself too thin and you get confused. You're on acid after all.
That's true.
Um,
Oh, at least that's what David claims he's on. David's on some sort of thing, this new thing.
all right, you
They don't have a name for it.
don't need to be talking about that. It's government secrets.
It's government mandated. It's government issued, and David stole it from a government building.
That's the vaccine. The real one that actually stops it.
Yeah, you trip balls. You don't want to get COVID? Let me tell you, that shit's some good healing. Make sure you have like 12 hours or 25, a full day and an hour, just in case.
Well,
woo! Sorry,
wrong one.
wrong song.
It's
What am I
the
to say?
big show.
What did I say? Woo!
It's the big show, bro.
You're the big show.
We're the
I'm
big show. We're both. This
I'm
is
the big show.
okay. We don't need to talk about that.
Your mom's a big show.
Do we got any news, Michael? We got news trending.
Oh, well, everybody died. John Madden died. Betty White died. The world died. It's 2022 now.
I think John Madden might have been dead when our last episode came out, but we didn't talk about it. So good point. And Betty White, two legends in their own right.
For real. Can you imagine dying, almost making it to 100? She probably was like, God damn it.
But I'm not gonna suck Betty White's dick here. All right.
And she had a big one.
Like everybody's on her nuts. I'm like, hey, you know what? I think
Are we going to do anti-Betty White here?
she's.
Let's do it.
I'm down, bro. I'm so down. No, look. I'm not anti or pro Betty White, right? I'm real Betty White. Like she was a fucking ambitious.
She was a pistol.
She was an ambitious lady. Like
She was
you
old
don't,
in
you
the
don't
60s.
live that fucking long unless you like are fucking ambitious.
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's true. I think she was an ambitious lady. That's true. But I think there's some fucking people living in the hills of West Virginia that are 100 years old that sat there and made moonshine and never walked 20 feet from their house.
What does that have to do with anything?
They're not ambitious. Just because you live to 100 doesn't mean
I
you're
don't
ambitious.
know, man.
I don't think if you make it to 100, it's like this man worked hard in his life. Maybe you didn't because you made it to 100. You didn't lose all those years.
Hey, bro. You know how many colds she probably and flus she probably got between like
She was alive when the Spanish flu happened.
between like 70 and 99. Like how many times do you think she got sick or pneumonia or whatever fucking like horrifying like thing that you get at that age, which is basically just like, you know, if your body gives out, you're fucking done. It's one of those things, man.
I think she was dick sick. She seemed pretty rowdy until she was old. She was on the Golden Girls, which is a bunch of old ladies
took
fucking.
a left turn.
That's not a left turn. She's Betty White. She's like
She's
the one
like,
making
she's
jokes like
dick
she's the one
sick.
making jokes like
The
you know
throat goat.
who ne- yeah,
No,
exactly.
bro. Like I think that though, you know, it's one of those things. Like you know, if you live that long, I mean, maybe she's
You're a
just
whore.
fucking resilient. You know, maybe just like
Once you get your pussy pounded that much, it gives you an iron immune system.
slamming the clam.
That's why no men like live to 100. You know, our dicks just fall off.
It's true. It's like
It's
like
like-
antlers on a deer.
Basically, it's like flowers wilting. Whereas women, the way they're built,
They're like an ever blooming ficus.
yeah, smelly ficus.
Women are gross.
We hate
Welcome
women
to
here.
Casturbation.
Yeah, they're grody. I'm not a big
Casturbation,
fan of them.
where the big show is out of the closet.
This is our big show, after all.
Yep.
And we have a big closet. And we have a lot hiding in there.
Yeah.
Betty White's corpse. How do you think she
There's
died?
more.
I mean, just kidding. We didn't kill her. She killed herself. She hung herself. Who wants to be 100 after all?
So I don't know, like Michael's never on Twitter, but like Tim Butterly made some joke
I'm aware of it.
about Betty White dying from basically like autoerotic asphyxiation.
Ah, yes. David can't say it right because he knows how to completely say it right.
Say
because
it's
that's the way he's gonna go.
asphyxiation right now.
He's going to do it.
Exactly.
No.
Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation. Exactly.
The episode
Shut
name
up.
is Asphyxiation.
Well,
Autoerotic.
No, that's his joke. That was his joke, is that she died by autoerotic whatever.
This is all staying in.
She died.
She died by hanging
doing
herself
it.
while flicking her bean.
She pulled a Robin Williams.
Yeah. I mean, all the comedy legends, they got to kill themselves. Maybe she's
Right.
like, oh my god, I'm about to be 100. Might as well just flick my bean.
See,
while I
people
hang
say that
myself."
Robin Williams killed himself, but I mean, he technically did. But,
They say it happened.
well, I mean, but at the same time, though, people said that he might have been spanking it. Well, like it was an accident.
I've heard a few things about Robin Williams. Either way, it's sad. Either he was just trying to get off because he probably got so much pussy.
That sucked.
That
If
hairy
he
man
fucking
man.
did not,
Or
was trying not to do that.
Or what they've reported is that, yeah, his brain was failing, and this beautiful brain that's hilarious and kind and brought us so much joy, he's just like, it's not working. Let me just end it.
God, that's depressing.
So it's like, which one's better? He was trying to jerk off, or
I like that one.
I do
Because he didn't mean to. Like, it was just an accident, a freak accident, and it could happen to anybody. I would just be pissed off at his wife. Like, why weren't you helping him?
I know.
Like, come on, why is he resorting to this?
Yeah, and his daughter Zelda. Why didn't you know about his needs? It's like you should
Okay,
have
what
hired
the
him.
fuck? No,
Should have hired.
I don't condone that.
No, I'm not saying you should have fucked his daughter.
Why
I'm
didn't
saying
you-
his daughter
why
should have
didn't you
fucking
know of
hired
his
a hooker.
needs?
I'm not saying like and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Even though Robin,
No, this
he would have
obvious.
left.
It's like everyone's gonna hate this conversation. We're making no friends with this one.
We're not supposed to. I have no
Yeah.
friends.
Well, we can't think of a pitch anyway this week. I mean, maybe a Robin Williams reboot.
I mean, they have to make a documentary at some point. I think
Mrs. Doubtfire too.
that'll be his documentary. He would have laughed.
1 hour photo 2. 2 hour photo.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think 1 hour photo 2 works a little bit better.
I like that one better for sure.
Does anyone even know what a 1 hour photo is anymore? It's like, take your picture, and in an hour you'll have your picture of your wife and children that I've been taking in a lake. It's like, ugh. Yeah, maybe the signs were there early. When Robin Williams was like, I'm going to start doing these serious movies. And it's like, okay, Good Will Hunting, like Awakenings, and all of a sudden it's just like 1 hour photo. And like, there was some other weird
Let's not
movie.
talk about Robin Williams anymore.
Why not?
Because
What's wrong with Robin Williams?
it's just like, ugh.
Ugh,
Like,
what?
he did so many things.
Yeah.
And we could literally go on about it, but then
Is
just
that
like
a
you
bad
get to
thing?
the end of the story, and it's just like, and he died spanking it. It's like, oh,
It's true. It's like the
God
new...
damn it.
I mean, that's the world we live in. I'm like, we have the new Star Wars movies. We have everything. Everything sucks now. We have the Matrix Resurrections. It's like, so here's what happens. Like, here's Robin
All
Williams.
the cool people are dead, though, so he's in cool
Exactly.
right now. Hey, at least when we die, we'll get to see him. We'll go hang out with Robin.
And hopefully he can be like all his characters. He's like the genie. He's still entertaining.
Well, he can take
1,000
those
years
and
and cool puts a crick in the neck.
I mean, like, he could take any form. He could take any form of any of his characters, and cool.
What if he was the 1 hour photo guy?
could.
When you get there, like
Sigh.
weird haircut, creepy glasses.
Yeah, I mean, he could transform. And cool, you can take on any form.
But I guess when you get to cool, like, you know who Robin Williams is, and you're like, oh, he's a jokester, and he's sitting there like looking at all the photos in the corner, still just trying to make people laugh, dead or not. I guess he would have to be dead and cool.
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't know that his spirit would change. I think that's the whole point, right?
I suppose. Yeah, I guess they don't make you fall in line. Like, by the way,
It's
made
like
it to cool.
you're not different. Like that's the whole thing. It's
Like cool's like fascist. You don't want that.
well, no, that's not. Yeah, it's the opposite of.
Tell me the afterlife is fascist.
So what's up with the whole Jon Stewart thing? Did you hear about that?
Oh, when he was talking about J.K. Rowling or something.
Rowling.
Rowling. How do you
it
say
Rowling?
that? What is her name? Is her name?
J.K. Rowling, Rowling.
Yeah.
Henry Rawlings.
I mean, her first name is
Henry J.K. Rowling.
First, I mean, no one should take her seriously. Her first name is literally J.K. I know it stands for something.
Oh my God, Michael.
Oh, you shut up.
Michael with the singers over here. He had that one like written down beforehand. He was just like, "Oh, dude, I got this."
I'm
chamber.
just saying,
No one should take her serious, J.K.
she loves gay people, but she hates trans people. Apparently, it's a weird thing. And her whole thing,
The
yeah, because
turfs.
what was he saying? Yeah, because they were just making a joke about it's like, oh my, because I guess Jon Stewart had never seen the Harry Potter movies. He watches, he's like, all the goblins are Jews. You know, just kind of laughing, and of course everyone latches on like, look at this, like amazing,
Well, yeah,
like insight to the movies of how Jewish everything is. It's like it's the racism and sexism and hatred that's just like below the surface. It's like, no, they're goblins. Goblins are always Jews in any fantasy thing.
well, yeah, they're
More
kind
or
of.
less.
They're always portrayed. Well, they're always like hoarding like goblins. You know, those trolls and goblins and shit are always like hoarding gold and shit.
Yeah. You play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not saying I do every day. Come join me at 10 o'clock in the
Well,
morning.
no, like whatever. Maybe she is. Like I don't care. Like.
Well, here's the thing is that, first of
If
all,
she-
she
if-
finished her books
well-
and then she rewrote and said, everyone's gay.
Well, no, not even that. Look, like, maybe if she managed to like create this worldwide selling
Phenomenal.
phenomenon of a children's young adult book franchise
Oh, wizards.
with fucking like blatant anti-Semitic tropes, she pulled that off. I can't be mad. Like, hats off to like getting that by everybody for
Hats
this
off to
long,
Jake.
and then all of a sudden, Jon Stewart comes along and watches the movies, and then oh, boom, she's anti-Semitic. Everyone sees it.
But you saw what he said back, right?
Yeah, well, he says he clarified their marks.
He's like,
I don't think
we
that.
were joking.
Yeah.
Because Jon Stewart, like, yeah, he clearly has a... I always like Jon
We were
Stewart.
joking.
Yeah, he clearly...
It was a joke.
Yeah. Which is a shame they have to... Even Jon Stewart, everyone's just like, we worship the ground you stand on,
Well, no,
you liberal god.
I hate that. That like screaming that it's a joke. It's like, dude, if you're screaming that something's a joke, like you're wasting your breath.
Yeah.
Because
So what we
whoever
hung
you're
on-
talking to doesn't care. Like there's people out there that don't care. Like
What-
this is, back to the Butterly thing though. You got me off track on that. He was talking about Betty White slamming her clam when she fucking died.
The Butterly.
Tim Butterly.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying Betty White and Butterly. I was like, what?
No, Tim Butterly on Twitter made a joke about Betty White dying while slamming her clam. And then a bunch of like
Already
fucking
smiling.
Disney obsessed Harry Potter ladies like latched onto it and started talking about what a misogynist and how like awful and hateful he was and all. You know what I mean? It's just like the whole thing on Twitter where it's just like, and it's obviously a fucking joke, and it's a funny, and in fact it's kind of like innocuous, he's like slamming her clam, it's like
It's hilarious. It rhymes.
It's obviously lewd, but it's not like in any way like super vulgar. He wasn't just like she was like masturbating with their pussy. Like he didn't say that,
he was masturbating with her pussy.
Whatever.
Amazing.
I'm just trying to be vulgar, but like the point being is like he wasn't going like super over the line with it. Like he was like a slamming her clam. It's funny,
It's like slamming her clam in Auschwitz, Maybe people
Jesus,
oh,
yeah,
okay,
right.
What
Like
the
it
hell?
was like, all right, dude.
Okay, dude, that's a little pussy.
No, I mean, it's like it would still probably be funny, but it's like I could understand that like people might be.
We hear Casturbation probably would have giggled.
Yeah, but
We don't condone.
I would understand a little bit more why people are upset. However,
So when you're on that train to Dachau,
But, like,
sometimes you gotta,
people
you gotta
were-
flick your clam.
people were literally reporting the tweet as like hateful. And, like,
Who does that?
dude, it's all
Everyone. Yeah,
There was a fucking brigade coming at Butterly. It was wild.
they're coming at Butterly.
Yeah, I don't know him personally or anything like that, but
He is Butterly.
I think he did like one of my replies.
So I'm a big fan.
It might have been one of my no. What it was is I reposted one of his jokes because he dude,
It was that joke.
he said, and I hate to be using other people's jokes on my podcast, but it was to me it was brilliant because it was very niche, and I can appreciate a comedian that's willing to go places that they know not everybody may be able to follow.
Like Dachau.
All right, maybe not that, but
Are we allowed to go?
he said the first time I heard Desert Rose by Sting, I thought maybe this guy might fuck too much. Which, if you've ever heard that song, like, yeah. The first time I heard that song, I was blown away by, like, this guy gets so much pussy.
I mean, his name's Sting.
Dude, there's no way that guy was just not slaying up and down the street every night.
He was stinging. He probably had like a mediocre penis size. Because unfortunately Slayer was probably
Okay.
already taken.
I feel like Michael always, like, thinks about dicks.
I mean, we here at Casturbation, we love.
Why don't you
dicks.
come up with a pitch for a movie about dick?
It'll be called Dick. First of all.
A little on the nose.
Well, I mean, there'll be dicks on noses. I guess it could be called just on the nose. So, is it about a guy named Dick or just dicks?
I don't know. It's
Like
your movie.
phallic?
You're
It's my movie.
obsessed with them.
Oh, you just handed me a movie and I just directed it, but it just has to be.
It's a
about
movie about
dicks.
dicks.
Yeah, a couple of dicks.
The life of a dick, a boy and his dick.
Yeah.
Like it's the yeah.
I like War Dick instead of War Horse. He's just like anything.
My dick skip. That should be the title of the episode.
It's like, unfortunately, my dick was degloved. It was a terrible accident.
Oh my god. Look, Michael again scuttling the ship. Like
I'm not scuttling anything. I'm not driving
drove
the
that in.
Titanic
You
here.
just went a full on Dale Earnhardt into the wall. With the fucking joke, you're just like, I degloved my penis. Like, dude, nobody wants
Dale
to hear
might
that.
have been degloved. I'm pretty
Nobody
sure.
wants to
just
hear
his
that.
Spine was broken.
Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Nobody wants. No one wants that to happen. I'm not even going to say the term again. Look it up in case you're wondering.
Don't
look it up.
even
Don't look it
do
up.
that.
Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Don't look it up.
Stop making those jokes.
It's cold. I love having gloves on, and I don't want them off. So a couple of dick. So my dog Dick, or no, my dick Skip.
My dog dick. I kind of like that one better.
Yeah,
now.
kind of do too.
We may need to pivot.
Yeah, we might have to. It's just
That
like my
might
dog dick.
that might need to be the title. Of
And he's
episode.
not even a dog. You know. It's like a horse.
No, it's his best friend, my dog.
See, I think that's too on the nose. Like, oh, here's my dog dick. This guy like, hey. No, I like to think that's. You could
No,
have,
it's actually his penis is his friend, but personified.
and he like
It-
speaks.
well, yeah, it's actually.
He has like the googly eyes.
takes human form.
Yeah, he's just like in the corner. Hey, bro.
It's
Here's my
it's like
thoughts.
those movies where you can the like main character can only see like a certain character, like How High.
Yeah, and just be a
Except-
guy just in a dick costume walking around.
Except, yeah. All right, movie pitch done.
Oh, pitch done.
Send
Well, this
off
is your
to Hollywood.
pitch.
Oh, it's your pitch.
Yep.
You
See,
love-
this
you
is not
love
my
dicks.
pitch.
You're the man that loves.
Here's
dick
your pitch. It's a movie about dicks.
This is your bag.
I like to think the movie would just be called Dick, and it'd be like Alien. Where's the dick gonna come? You don't know. You're on a spaceship. It's all female, but there's one dick running. Because you know how the aliens are supposed to be like so female. You know, like the vagina gets on your face, impregnates you.
So you're talking like the inverse.
So it's the inverse of alien. It's just dick. The dick alien. See, that could work.
But the aliens, there was already all the phallic shit involved in the original one.
I mean, I guess it was like
H.R.
a vagina. It was
Geiger.
the penis. The penis. I'm H.R. Geiger.
I like how like that's like the only thing that you will say. Like he just
Well, I think that's the only thing he can say, and then he just speaks with his art, and everyone's like really terrified when they hand it over.
speaking with the German accent.
Yeah.
The penis
H.R.
was a big influence on the design of the creature.
So I wanted to make it like sweaty and disgusting and phallic, and like vagina meets penis meets violence.
Well, he's talking. Well, I mean, you know, the thing is
Which
like
is true.
it-
That
it's-
is horrifying.
It's inspired. You know, obviously, it's iconic. It's stood the test of time as something that's horrifying.
Yeah, I mean, like that whole thing. I guess it is. Yeah, that's a good example of something that's good.
And his inspiration are the tools of creation,
That's
which
true.
you know I don't think he's not off base.
See that? You know what? We should make
What?
a full budget porn movie like Caligula. Call it The Tools of Creation, and they would fund us by that name only. Half porn, half gladiator epic, or whatever era we choose. Vietnam.
The Tools of Creation sounds like a really pretentious band.
There probably already is a band called Tools of Creation. There's got to be a band called like Creation.
I'm sure. I mean, there's a band named after basically and take any word in the dictionary. I'm sure someone's used it as their.
What about
stupid-ass
the
band name.
Bible, David?
Oh yeah. What do you think of Avenged Sevenfold?
I've never heard of them.
Oh yeah.
Are they a band?
Yes.
All right, take your word for it. Cool.
Led by singer M Shadows, guitarist Sinister Gates,
Also, my favorite book of the Bible.
and Zaki Vengeance.
Saget Vengeance. I don't think you can be. I don't think you can be a threatening person if you have a Y at the end
Zaki
end of your
Vengeance.
name. Yeah, it's like Zachy. If I was Mikey Vengeance or Davy Vengeance.
I don't know. That kind of sounds Davy Havoc.
Davy Havoc. But I'm saying Davy I don't know. Davy Havoc. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. That kind of sounds badass. Davy Vengeance.
Does it? No, it doesn't.
Davy Vengie.
I think Dave Vengeance or David Vengeance is better than Davy Vengeance. Davy Vengie.
Davy Dungy.
Well, see, Tony Dungy, yeah, he loves God. So you don't want to be one of the E's. See, if I was like Mikey Vengie, no.
Mikey Vengie.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we got Mackie Vengie over here. Mackie Vengiolio.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, what?
Michael reached with that one.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't supposed to be anything. I'm Mikey Vengie. Don't question me. How'd he get that nickname? You don't want to know.
I mean, I'm just saying, Mikey Vengeance, like, there's the worst names in the world.
This is true. I mean, if I've got gun to my head, it's like, your name is Mikey Vengie, or you die. I'm like, all right.
He could
I'll
be
sign the paper.
He could be Michael Rice. CEO of the Utz
Michael.
Corporation.
It could be Michael anything. There's a lot of evil Michaels.
But the
throughout history.
CEO of the Utz Corporation is named Michael Rice.
Is it though?
And Mikey, I wish he was named Mikey Vengeance.
That would be DJ Mikey Vengeance, the owner of the Utz Corporation.
But actually, Avenged Sevenfold's drummer, the Rev, he died.
As you would when you play with God, you get the fire. I think. I think that's how it works. How is Slipknot? Well, I guess not. I guess half Slipknot's dead. Never
The
mind.
Rev's real
Bad
name
example.
was James Sullivan.
See, that's a solid name.
He died in 2009. So
of
he
all-
hasn't been with us for a while.
God, that's right. 2009 is like 13 years ago now. We're all dead. We're all dying. We're doomed.
But everyone cool is dead. And he was a good drummer. Have to give it to him.
It's true. If you're alive, you're not cool.
I was never like the biggest fan of Avenged Sevenfold's music, but like, I mean, the guy was
They perform.
clearly talented. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they are a fucking talented band. So
If only they put those talents to good.
I was just always like, you know, they had the whole like, you know, back then, especially the times that were popular, it was like the whole scene kid look.
Oh,
you know,
exactly.
like,
And,
I
like,
just couldn't
yeah.
do it.
Yeah. And it turns out they were actually halfway decent. Like, yeah, I'm sure you were the same way. That I kind of was like, fuck that band.
Well,
And just 'cause I heard
didn't
some of their
like
songs.
their aesthetic.
Exactly.
Is all it was.
That lead singer just like wearing the sunglasses, like, and I'm like, fuck you, take your sunglasses off. It's dark in there.
We actually really fucked his voice up, I think, in their first few efforts because he was screaming, like, using his voice wrong. And
Which
so
can happen.
He, his, like, style changes, like, if you listen to their first couple albums.
So they somehow got better when he had to start singing.
Well, it's funny. It's just, like, I was never crazy about them, but I listened to them a ton because, like, a lot of the people I, like, grew up with.
It was mainly for the
listened to
music.
them.
You're right. His voice has actually somehow improved. Not improved, but like.
No, he definitely changed his technique
Exactly,
and his
yeah.
voice. Yeah, because he was hurting his voice. You know, you can do that over time. But like anything, your voice like heals. You know, you can do irreparable damage, but like as long as you catch it before you do that, you're fine.
Yeah, when you're in a band called Avenged Sevenfold, your voice
You gotta
is
go
doomed.
hard.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you're doomed.
Yeah, your voice is fucked. Your vocal cords are just like, oh shit. We're in what? What's our band name? So
It's called
to go
Voicey
down
McVoicey.
not to go down the path, the death path again.
The path of new metal. But here we are.
I don't think they were new metal.
No, they weren't new metal. You're right. You're right.
They were
They,
not
they,
nu
they
metal.
may or may not have been like on a Warped Tour or two, but they were not.
That would offend some people if you called them new metal.
I want to find those people that are still offended if I categorize Avenged Sevenfold incorrectly. No, they're totally like post-hardcore grunge. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think grunge would be part of it, but you know.
Nah, they're probably not grunge.
Anytime anyone says
You could
post,
say, you see, Wikipedia just calls them heavy metal, which I mean, I guess is accurate.
they are.
But they kind of started off a lot more like kind of like metal
like
core.
thrash or
Yeah, like-
metalcore. See, there's like core, post-core. See, what does all this shit mean?
Well, I think what it is hardcore or metalcore is a mixture of metal and hardcore.
But what is hardcore for the plebes?
Well, I think hardcore is more of a like punk based, like it has this.
See, that's why they were on the Warped Tour
It's
a
like
couple
punk,
times.
but it's a lot heavier
Yeah.
and dissonant. So that's what kind of hardcore is. Like Every Time I Die has a lot of hardcore influence, but metalcore in particular takes a lot of that like really fast punk, like really fast beats, like blast beats sometimes almost too, and incorporates that more in with that sort of rhythmic kind of double kick style of more
You're speaking Spanish, bro.
more pure metal.
None of this makes sense to anybody.
Yeah, maybe not, but I think that's in my mind. That's just the mixture of what metalcore is. It's a mixture. You're marrying those two things. So you kind of
Sounds gay.
and so out of that, you get Avenged Sevenfold because they have this whole
And
melodic.
out of this birth.
But see, you have this whole melodic element to them, but then they also have like these really heavy kind of like fast, really just fast beats, and yeah, I don't know. That's to me, in my mind, what they are. But they may have just kind of evolved over the years. They kind of went the more heavy metal route.
Bands aren't allowed to evolve.
I think that's what happens is like
Like a
bands,
Pokemon?
especially heavier bands, they start to loosen up a little bit on the
Because they can't do that shit.
aggression, right? They're not young and
Yeah,
mad
exactly.
anymore.
Once you get to like 37, you're like, man, it's really hard to play like fuck everybody,
Yeah.
kill everyone's soul.
Well, yeah, at a certain point, it just becomes hard to be angry at everything all the time, and bring that aggression.
And that's why I think a lot of those bands like they
And it's
play
also
like their
not
big
cool.
hit.
It's just not cool for older people to be angry about
No,
everything.
it's not. Yeah, it's like what a loser.
Older people get angry about things. They storm the Capitol.
Hey, it is the. Well, you won't be listening to this. I guess it is the anniversary.
Hey.
It is the anniversary of the coup to end all coups.
It's the anniversary of Star Trek Insurrection.
It was like the post-hardcore coup, post-hardcore / metal.
No, that would have been way cooler.
Yeah.
It was a post-hardcore coup.
Man, see, let me tell you, whatever you think about...
and they installed the United States of Metal.
Yeah! So, like, whatever you think about what happened, whenever you're listening to this, it was about a year, maybe 10.
I
at this
pledge
point.
allegiance to the
The
band.
Yeah. So, we can all agree. Like, yeah, like, if
We
you're
can
gonna
all
have a fucking coup, if you're gonna have an insurrection, like, do it right. Like,
No.
that was like the lazy...
We cannot all agree, Michael. Don't you know anything these days?
Oh, I
In
know
fact,
everything.
There's what I think it is too. I think there's AI.
What do you think? AI? Like,
They're
starring a Haley Joel Osment?
There's literally AI being deployed that will just like.
Like, you think that guy that was wearing the deer hat, he was just like a robot?
What are you talking about?
The guy who, like, made it, like, all the way to, like, the president's office.
A deer hat?
What was he wearing?
Bullhorns.
Bullhorns? I don't fucking know.
Fucking buffalo headdress or some
Buffalo
shit.
It was an animal. It was fauna that he killed.
Buffalo.
Actually, he
horns,
probably
bro.
bought it at a store, and he put it on his head.
Fucking deer hat.
Oh,
What
God
the
forbid.
hell?
Sorry that I got it wrong.
That's the episode name. Deer hat.
Deer hat.
What the fuck is that?
I mean, something
Deer
you wear
hat.
back in the day in the Wild West era. Unfortunately, there is no West
the fuck
anymore.
you do?
I guess we are the West. They call us the West.
Yeah.
The Wild West. America. But no. It would have been way cooler if they, like, completely destroyed the Capitol, blew it up, burned it to the ground. That would have been more badass.
No, it would have been cooler if you, through the power of music, they destroy the Capitol.
Yeah,
just the power of music
It was like
brought down those walls.
You're right. Like, it was like anti-Bill and Ted.
They literally turned it up so loud.
Yeah, like Bill and Ted. It's like, we're trying to bring everyone together. It's like, no. Here's evil Keanu and evil other guy. I can't remember his name.
Exactly.
White guy.
Bill and Ted failed.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
happened.
They did fail. And, like, so here they go. It's like, that would have been the dark
That's our
ending.
pitch.
Yeah. Here's
our
Bill and Ted 4.
Bill and Ted.
We take over the government. Bill and Ted take over democracy.
Bill and Ted clean up democracy.
And Bill and Ted destroy democracy. They're like, whoa! They start just jamming out. It's like, get the big speakers in here. Turn them up. And, like, all the gates start falling down. It's like, we prepare for nukes, for Moabs, for daisy cutters, for flamethrowers. We never prepare for the power of music. And that's why they got beaten back. No!
Yeah, they weren't expecting a sonic assault.
There's only so much a Magnum can do against the power of sound.
Yeah. The speakers are so loud that they literally just push the bullets back the
Exactly,
other
yeah.
way.
They start shooting everyone. It's like, open fire! They're like, please, sir, there's citizens. You want to die? Everything starts flying back.
Michael loves just like acting out the scenes.
Oh, God forbid. At least I give some emotion, clarity.
I was just telling the audience.
I
in
may or
case
may
they're
not have been there at the insurrection.
in case the audience is confused as to why you keep like taking on different voices and characters.
There's actually 20 people here. I'm a chameleon.
Yeah. Michael the Chameleon is what we call him. It's what he's known on the deep web as.
Just crawl up into the corner of the deep web. Steal all your children.
The chameleon. He blends in. You can't see him
Until it's too late.
until he's pissing on you
Yeah. Do chameleons piss? Do lizards,
for $3.50 an hour
yeah, 350.
on the deep web.
350 what? Talk about dollars. What's worth more nowadays? Give me
Bitcoin.
Give me some euros. Yeah, 350. give me
Give
all
me
your
53
Bitcoin.
Doge coins.
They call me the chameleon.
They call me, the chameleon. He who blends in with the riffraff. I, on the other hand, am just too regal and elite to blend in. So
Yeah, I was like, whenever David walks down anything,
they call me David the Snob.
they just see him. No matter, coming from a mile away at a Taco Bell drive-thru. Here comes David the Snob. Oh, here's this car. His shitty car. He's pulling up again. Can I please get some extra? Extra? It's like, what does that mean, sir? I'm David the Snob.
Michael sucks
The manager
at
comes in.
doing this off the cuff. My God.
What are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking?
What are you talking about? You're David the Snob.
This
You
is a
show up to place and
projection.
you're like, I want some extra. This
He
projection.
doesn't even know what he's talking about. So this is what I would do.
You know what? This is true. See, David doesn't actually show up to anywhere because he just gets everything
Uber
delivered to him
Eats.
because he's so snobby.
Yeah.
He can't even show his face.
See, I love the idea of Uber Eats because I love cold food.
I like food delivered to me 20 minutes.
But
past
it's a
the
love-hate
hour late.
relationship because I hate the fact that... No, I'm not going to say that one.
Oh, what do you hate? No. You're not
Nah.
going to say what? No, you
I
say
fucked
it.
up the joke.
No. Yeah.
The first
You
part...
fuck up every joke.
The first part hit.
No,
I didn't need the tagline.
Oh, yeah, you did. What's the tagline? Uber Eats.
No.
We suck.
Yeah, the more you focus on it, the more I'm going to have to cut out, so just move on.
How dare you?
You go fuck
Keep it all
yourself.
in. Yeah, exactly. Keep it all in.
No. So, Wes Anderson.
Oh, psh.
He's trending on Twitter. I
Oh,
don't know
cool.
why. Oh, I guess he just had this stupid movie come out. Never mind.
Yeah. Bye. Good topic. Cut it out.
Yeah. Well, what are you contributing?
David sucks. I'm contributing everything.
No, you're not.
I am the chameleon.
I've basically come up with all the pitches.
What are you
so
talking
far.
about? We're not talking about pitches. Where's that?
Yeah, we.
Casturbation
we've
is
come
not
up
a
with,
pitch meeting.
Yeah, it is. That's the whole point of this podcast.
It's not a pitch meeting. I give you a pitch meeting.
We already came up with 5 pitches. Pretty sure
That's more.
we came up with several.
So like, it wasn't a clean inning.
Because you had the dick. You had the Dick movie, A Boy and His Dick, My Dog Dick.
Oh, I had the dick movie.
Yeah, that's yours. You're in charge of that one.
Anything dick related, you gotta call Michael. Hello.
But I'm in charge of Bill and Ted 4.
No, that was mine. No, I'm calling Keanu.
No, it's not. that was mine. I definitely came up with that.
No, you didn't. That was me. I said like Bill and Ted, the anti-Bill and Ted, and you're just like, yeah. And all of a sudden it's yours.
Yeah, building on my premise
Oh God.
of the sound of music
Well, sometimes-
destroying the government.
I
Yeah,
didn't say this,
that was all my idea.
nothing about. No, and mine was the. No, absolutely not.
We don't need to. It's not going to be fun to listen to us argue about who came.
Oh
up
no,
with
we're gonna argue. No. Just go listen to the tape, folks. Michael has the funny ideas.
No.
And then David, like, here's something I said like 10 minutes
How about
earlier.
you work on? How about instead of arguing, you actually say something funny?
I am right now. David sucks.
Yeah. See, I think it just stands on its own. The evidence is clear.
Yeah, this is clear. It's queer. It's clear. David,
It's clear.
he's making the dick movies, and I'm making Bill and Ted 4. Dicks out.
Michael. See, he's obsessed with. See, if you're just gonna put dicks in the other movie, just take the dick movie, you douchebag.
I can't. I think there's.
This is all you do.
You know, if you think about it, unless it's an all-women
all
cast,
he
every
does.
movie is all dicks.
It's all he does.
All I do is dick.
Exactly. That's why the dick movie's yours. Stop running away from your destiny.
It's your dicks
It's
today.
just the truth.
There's no truth. There's only dick.
Exactly. That's all you care about.
It's like when
So,
you stare. When
Can
you-
you just take the fucking movie and stop saying you like dick?
So when you join with AWA, she just tells you it's only dick. Dick has heard you.
See, I think you're using it as a crutch at this point.
No
Because
dicks.
you can't-
What are you even doing?
you
You're on
can't-
your computer doing your taxes.
I'm looking at things to talk about.
You're looking at things to talk about? So what happened? Nothing. The world sucks. Everything still sucks. You suck.
Coco Austin claps back after being called a train wreck.
What? Who is that? And what's a train?
You don't care.
Who's that?
I don't know.
What do you mean I don't care? Don't tell me I don't care. If I don't know, you don't care. You don't care. You're like, oh,
Dude,
thanks, Michael. Didn't help me out at that. I'm like, what? Who? Who's Coco? Who's Coco? Claxton. Coco Claxton.
isn't Coco that gorilla? That like the kitten?
Let's say it is. Did he like the kitten? Did he marry the kitten?
I think it was like this whole thing. It was like,
Oh yeah. It's like, look at this gorilla. It's like I petted a kitten, and then he probably like drove a golf cart around and then killed the kitten. What is that? What is this garbage?
all right, hold on. I need to look this up now. Coco the gorilla and kitten.
And kitten.
The Coco in 1985, Coco was allowed to pick out 2 new kittens from a litter to be her companions. The animals she chose, which she named Lips and Smokey.
Wait a minute. Coco named them Lips and Smokey?
Yeah, Coco knows sign language.
Oh. I was about to say, like, does Coco know, like, English or Spanish? Or, you know?
No, you don't know about Coco the gorilla?
I do. I knew about a gorilla petting kittens.
She actually died in 2018.
In 2018?
In 2018.
Okay. So she actually outlived Harambe.
She did.
Dude, Harambe's
But
probably...
Harambe was taken too soon, so let's not, like... That was not his normal... He would have lived longer.
Yeah, did
They
Coco,
didn't
like...
shoot him.
Yeah, did Coco die of, like, ass cancer or what?
Let's look it up.
So, like, yeah, no, wasn't murdered.
Like how Michael wants to go straight to the death of the monkey. I mean,
Well,
the gorilla.
Death of the Monkey, great band.
To live and die an ape. Okay. Oh, this is nice.
I love monkey jokes. Life in the time of ape. No, I can't do it. God damn it.
Yeah, like come on.
Ape in the time of cholera. That's what I meant to say.
That's a little better. There's your pitch. That's a good pitch.
I got David to smile.
That's a good pitch.
I got the ape bits.
It's just love in the time of cholera, except you that whole gimmick they used to do with the apes with like wearing human clothes. Like it's just
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It would be great. That would sell.
like a
so
dress on a boat.
Love in the time.
It's ape in the time. Yeah, you almost said
Ape-
it's the first one.
Ape-
Love in the time of Apera. That's the terrible Indian version of the movie that they make. The Bollywood.
So you wanted to know about Coco's death.
I did.
After Patterson's research with
After
Coco,
her children were murdered,
do you
she
wanna-
was hung to
do you want
death.
to hear it or not? Do you want to hear it, or you can just keep interrupting me?
I was going to interrupt because it was funny what I was saying, but I want to hear what happened to Coco.
Yeah, okay. No, it
I'm
wasn't.
sad.
You're just like talking about the monkey like going off and killing everybody. All right, yeah, it's funny.
So
Hilarious.
she was killed.
All right. After Patterson's research with Coco was completed, who knows who Patterson is? I'm sure if you read the rest of the
James
article,
Patterson,
we know.
the guy who
But Michael just wants to go straight to the death so people don't get to find out.
Well, that's the only reason we're looking it up.
The gorilla moved to a reserve in Woodside, California. At the reserve, Coco lived with another gorilla, Michael. She lived with your ass.
Damn it! I told you not to talk about Coco.
Who also learned sign language.
Well, they named a gorilla Michael.
Yeah. Coco and Michael. But he died in 2000. Whoa.
What happened?
I don't know. Maybe she killed him. She then lived with another male gorilla, Ndume.
Yes, like not Michael.
Yeah, that's more of a
I
gorilla.
think Ndube killed Michael.
I think that's more of a gorilla name than Michael.
Sounds pretty terrible.
So
but-
she lived with him until her death. Coco's weight of 280 pounds was higher than it would be for a gorilla in the wild, where the average weight is approximately 150 to 200. Wow,
Damn, that's a fat ass gorilla.
Well, no, I mean that they're a lot lighter than I thought. You know, because gorillas are
I
pretty
agree with you.
sizable.
I thought gorillas could tear your arm off.
Like, yeah, haven't you seen Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Or what about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
or that movie Congo? or King Kong? They're very large.
The 1977 version with Jeff Bridges. If I've ever learned anything from any of those movies,
But the foundation stated that Coco is like her mother, a larger frame gorilla. She's big boned.
it's like Honey Boo Boo Gorilla.
Mama June.
yeah, Mama Gorilla.
I don't know if that works.
yeah.
Mama Gorilla.
just June.
Okay.
just June.
June Gorilla.
They just call her June.
June Gorilla. Yeah, it would make
Damn.
sense. It probably.
Really? I thought gorillas
So-
were like 1,000 pounds.
I know, me too. I thought they were super
So
strong.
we have these gorillas.
Maybe they're just like pure muscle, so they
Exactly.
just can rip you limb from limb.
Yeah, I guess their arms are like all their weight.
Right? They have a lot. They don't have a lot of legs. Yeah, that's true.
think
Their
what we're
legs are
thinking
pretty
of-
tiny.
I think, see, chimpanzees, they're the ones that'll tear you apart. They're probably like the same weight.
I can look up chimp weight here in a moment.
It's
but
like a chimp weight. Chimp weight.
chimp weight,
Such a
pound for
chimp.
pound, pound for pound, the best fighters.
Dude, because I thought gorilla. Really? An average gorilla is 185. I'm like, dude, I'm
It's
way
150
fatter than
to
a gorilla.
200, yeah.
115.
150 to 200.
Okay. But still.
Coco died in her sleep during the morning of June 19th, 2018, at the
Juneteenth.
Gorilla Foundation's preserve in Woodside, California, at the age of 46.
Well, she's going to outlive
Damn.
me and be in better shape, apparently. she weighs less. She's older.
The
But she
Gorilla,
died on Juneteenth. She was woke.
the Gorilla Foundation released a statement that the impact has been profound, and what she has taught us about the emotional capacity of gorillas and their cognitive abilities will continue to shape the world.
I mean, she named her kids and her kittens.
Even though Coco was 46 years old when she died, her death took staff members of the Gorilla Foundation by surprise.
He's just like, fine. Go! Show up.
Here's your morning feed.
like they throw the food bowl up.
It just drops like the food bowl.
Exactly.
It's
You
like,
see like the little weird food pellets like just roll slowly.
like sad notes on high piano keys playing.
It's like when FDR found out about like Pearl Harbor. They call the guy who's in charge,
Yes.
of the zoo. I'm just
Exactly.
saying.
Like exactly like that. No.
How
Coco's death was the equivalent
well
of
how
like
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, September 11th even. But those are crazy people that say that.
But Coco lived with a kitten. That was my whole thing.
Name Noodles. Two kittens, right?
Oh,
Two kittens. Too furious.
Coco Austin is married to Ice-T.
Oh no. oh no. So there is a Coco.
Oh God.
Oh no. All these gorilla jokes sound kind of racist now, David. Why would you say things like that?
Oops. I don't know. Well, you asked me who Coco was, and that's the first Coco that came to mind was the gorilla.
I didn't ask you who Coco was. I asked you. You already brought up Coco the gorilla. I asked more about Coco. I didn't ask who Coco was.
Well,
So hold on. How old do gorillas typically live? Like they don't live human years.
Well, we
right?
got to look up Chimp Weight too. Hold on.
Yeah, we got to do Chimp Weight. Chimp Weight's a great hardcore metal band.
Chimp Weight.
I'm just saying. Can you imagine like the angry chimp, you know, with like the teeth?
So, adult chimpanzee weighs 88 to 130.
Really?
Yeah,
And they can tear you apart.
they're pure muscle too.
They're literally pure muscle. God, we humans suck. We're the wrong race. We should be monkeys. All this thinking and feeling, I'd rather be a chimp or Coco, the gorilla, and be naming my own cats.
Man, I always thought Donkey Kong weighed way more.
Yeah. How much does Donkey Kong weigh?
Okay, adult male gorillas weigh an average of 300 pounds
Sounds a little bit.
and up to 500. And they stand about 6 feet tall. Adult females weigh 150 to 200. So Coco being a female, she was big for a female. But yeah, because
That's offensive, David. Stop calling Coco fat.
it's fat shaming Coco.
Episode name, Fat Coco.
But yeah, anyway, male gorillas will fuck your day up.
I mean, it sounds like Coco will fuck your day up.
She's good for sure,
I
but
think a female gorilla. I'm not going to try and fight a gorilla.
you're right. A silverback.
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 I mean, a chimp, I definitely wouldn't fight it because apparently chimp will just
I'm not
pull your
fighting
dick off.
any unless
He
it's
love you.
unless it's like a kitten. I'm not fighting any animals.
David fights kittens.
That's what I'm doing.
That's his new band.
Unless I have a clear advantage in the fight, I'm not doing it. Like people are like, that has been a common thread on Twitter I've seen recently. Is people just like, what animal could you beat in a fight? And people are like, oh, fuck up a giraffe. And it's just like, dude, I don't think you could. You know, but two, it's just
I mean,
like, why
maybe you could. Does a giraffe
why would you
know how to
put
fight?
yourself at such a disadvantage? You know, like a giraffe just like runs you the fuck over.
Yeah, it's like a
elephant,
it's
dude.
like a stupid tall horse.
Stupid tall horse. Well, I mean, I don't know what we're like. Is this
That was my
bare-knuckle?
Native American name.
Stupid tall horse.
So like fight a giraffe. Yeah, what animal would I fight? Like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, we have kittens, puppies, adorable things. I'd fight non-venomous snakes to the death.
Yeah. Well, some of them do have teeth, like anacondas. I don't know that they're venomous.
I'm okay with getting bitten as long as they don't like bite my like eyeballs out.
Bite your dick off.
Yeah,
Deglove.
deglove me. You know, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful when it comes to animals. Like they go straight for the dick. I mean, they're animals.
At least around Michael in his mind because he's obsessed.
Like,
Like,
I don't know how many times
How
you
many
fought a
times are
gorilla.
you gonna bring up dick this episode?
Yeah, you keep bringing it up.
Like I don't. When I say he's obsessed with dick, I don't mean that he's gay. I mean that he's just like obsessed with penis.
Yeah, I mean, we all have one. Men,
Hey,
women,
I don't know.
children.
I don't know which way he swings on those branches, and frankly, I don't care where he puts.
Swinging on a
penis.
branch like a monkey. How?
But he is obsessed. He will not shut up about it. It's driving me crazy this episode. I hope somebody else hears that out there.
Oh, dude. It's
SO.
because
I'm sending out an SOS like Sting.
David. David's tiny about his piglet that he has down there.
See, he's obsessed. He will
Sting.
not get off the topic. It's
Try and
starting.
sting.
He's starting to irritate. I'll
You know,
pull out
Sting-
the gun. I have a gun.
So
Do I need
shoot
to
me.
do I need the gun?
See, you need a gun because you have a tiny penis, and you need to like
Overcompensate.
Yeah, exactly.
Because penises and dicks and things are funny all the time, and I'm creatively bankrupt, and my name is Michael, and I should die.
That's exactly what I said. How dare you? You know, it is funny though because it's not like just dicks are not inherently funny, but them getting ripped off or put into
It's, like,
terrible situations.
really not.
That's how Jackass built their whole entire brand, and they have a new movie coming out, Jackass Forever.
Yes, and do we really want to channel Jackass?
Hey, they're making more money than we are,
well,
and people know who they are. At least two of them.
I feel like they do that better than we could.
I'm not saying.
You're trying to compete with Jackass. You're trying to out Jackass Jackass.
You know what? That is a.
It's a valid point. I know it is. I'm
it's
making
a-
a good.
I'm
I'm
not-
spitting
it's-
facts.
It's not a valid point. I'm saying it's like, you know what? I got the honey in the back. I'm gonna pour it all over you. We're gonna get the bear situation going on. Like apparently they have
You
a new
don't
movie.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna pour honey and fish all over you. Apparently that's like the big thing in the new movie.
Well, thanks for spoiling it.
It was in
Great.
the preview. I haven't seen the movie.
I don't even watch the preview. I don't.
The guy. I
I
assume.
don't ruin the twists of Jackass.
I assume the guy doesn't get eaten by the bear. That would be a big twist. Like a very dark Jackass ending. This didn't work out. He's just getting torn, thrown back and forth by the bear. Because that's what they show at the end of the preview. They dump honey on him and duct tape fish to him, and they let a bear in on a chain. Like, see, I'm already laughing because it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
I assume he doesn't.
That's a
get
great
eaten
bit
alive.
in some other piece of content that I'm sure the people out there will
I know
love.
it's pretty funny.
Yeah. And I'll watch it and enjoy it when it comes out.
It would be like the gritty reboot of Jackass. That's what they should do.
No, honestly, it's like I really love the part when like Ryan Dunn came back.
Oh, dude, that was crazy. And they came in through the portal.
Yeah, it brought it through the portals like Doctor Strange for some reason showed up. Everyone cheered. They were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they found his body and got him back."
Yeah, I was like, it was completely burnt to a crisp, I thought.
It's pretty dark jokes. Yeah, Ryan Dunn, rip.
It was
Rest in
okay.
power.
Yeah, rest in power. Hey, it's been over a decade. We're allowed to joke about dead people. Harambe, Betty White.
I mean, he's dead. I mean, all the cool people are dead. You know what we say? I mean, he drove. He like was so cool. He drove his car off a bridge.
He drove his car into a tree.
No, he flew off of the side of a highway.
He was
like
going. Well, yeah, literally, they don't
well,
know
he
exactly
went
what happened.
into a tree, of course.
Because apparently he was going 200 miles an hour, and literally the car, like the Maserati, disintegrated.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking cool as shit.
Well, that's some cool shit, bro. Like Paul Walker, dude. This is a badass way to go. Is you wrap your car around a tree. Well, every great kind of movie.
I mean, if you don't die early, like one point we try to hammer home here at Casturbation.
James Dean.
Yeah, he was only famous because he died early. Everyone's like, he was a
Did he
decent
die in a
actor.
car accident though?
Yeah,
exactly.
before he was like 30.
Car accident. What about Steve McQueen?
Oh, he died when he was old.
No, he didn't.
Steve McQueen was like 50 something.
Let's look that up.
Steve
maybe.
McQueen did not die early. Like
But
Steve McQueen.
How did he die?
I think he died of like heart attack. James Dean's the one who died, like in the crazy accident. Steve McQueen was around for a while. Steve McQueen also could have died in a car accident. Apparently, if you were an actor in Hollywood.
Okay, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
I'm getting him confused with someone
No!
else.
How old was Steve McQueen when he died of a car accident?
I think he was 50 and it was a heart attack.
I think it was a heart attack. He had a heart attack right before he hit the tree.
Yeah.
It still counts. As he was flying his jet.
But like, what was the whole thing? I'm getting him confused with somebody else.
Yeah, James Dean is the one who was like a car dude. He crashed.
But wasn't there like a curse with like his tires killed other people? I can't remember.
Whose tires? James Dean's tires or
Yeah,
like
the car-
Steve McQueen's tires? Well, because there was Steve McQueen, but then there was Paul Newman. See, he was also racing cars. Then he made his own ranch dressing, and he was fine. I don't know if they're related.
Paul Newman, yeah.
Yeah, see, look, like, no. I know my tragic death, old Hollywood actors. Trivia.
So let's look up celebrities who died in car accidents.
What? No. This is not a good thing.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, there's a few. I mean, there was like the bass player from Metallica who like got crushed by a bus.
This stupid ass thing put Tiger Woods at the top of the list. It's like, motherfucker, he's not dead.
He's alive. He just can't play golf anymore. He's dead. His life is over.
Princess Diana. She wasn't driving, but
Yeah, what happened with that shit?
Jane Mansfield,
Cool.
Ryan Dunn, Sam Kinison.
He died in a car crash? I thought he just died of like cocaine.
Sam Kinison died on April 10th, 1992 when he was 38 years old. Dude, Sam Kinison died when he was 38?
38?
Yeah.
I thought he was young.
You know how old he fucking looked?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought he was like, yeah.
He was killed in a car accident when a 17-year-old drunk driver struck his car, causing a head-on collision.
I think that's some shit. Did the other guy die?
It doesn't say. But that's fucking insane, dude. I always thought Sam Kinison went out like with the others.
Yeah, I thought he just like died, choked
Cocaine.
on his own vomit, like in a bathtub, like
He's
as
just-
all the greats go.
Yeah, cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine.
But no, Sam Kinison, car accident, bro. Dale Earnhardt brought him over.
Duh. Oh, you telling me Dale Earnhardt died in a car accident?
Macho Man Randy Savage died in a car accident on May 20th, 2011 when he was 58 years old. He had a heart attack while he was driving and lost control of his vehicle.
So-
The heart attack was the actual cause of his death.
Yes, I'm like, I don't know if that counts. So he was dead before it crashed. See, I want to have one of those. I want to have a compound
Well,
death.
it might have. Well,
I want to have a heart attack.
Had he not been driving, maybe there might have been a chance that he might have been able to. But
It's probably not good to have a heart
General
attack. while you're driving.
Patton died in a car
General
accident.
Patton. Yeah, that's right. And he didn't even make it back to America. He died like in 1946, right? Like 45. It's like, hey, dude.
45, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hey, dude, you sort of helped kind of win World War II. He's like, ugh. Crash. Ain't this some shit? You were like in like tank battles with Rommel. You die in a car crash. You don't even get run over by a tank. You get hit by a Jeep. Rommel, you magnificent bastard. I read your book.
So, if what I'm getting from this list is, cars take celebrities out. Like cars are like 15-0 against celebrities.
Well, 15-0. I'm like, they have to have taken some other people out. I mean, didn't what's his
I'm saying,
name?
well, against the obviously more, but
Well, didn't Anton Yelchin? What was his name? He was
a
Chekhov.
car killed him.
Yeah, that's
like he
what I'm
wasn't. Well, I guess it's technically.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, we're talking about cars and killing.
But we're talking about like people
Attack of the Killer Cars.
driving a car driving a car into something or off something.
Are we? I thought it was just car related.
No, it's not.
Well, that's a shame.
A car accident. Like it's funny. It's like you're being it's very pedantic, but it is technically a car accident.
That's what I'm saying.
It's an accident involving a car.
A car ran him over. His own car.
Yeah, but it was his own car. I don't know if that it ran him over. I think it just pinned him up against.
Yeah, it did. It was pretty terrible, and no one was around. He just died, struggling.
Yeah.
Because this is the new year, and we here at Casturbation, we like to keep it light. We here love death. Who else died? This is David
We're
just scrolls
obsessed.
down the list
We're just obsessed.
of death. Who do you think had the best celebrity death? What about plain celebrity, like Otis Redding or Leonard Skinnard?
Well, Stevie Ray Vaughan went out in a helicopter crash.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. So Kobe, yeah, I think if you're like epic, you have to die.
Kobe and Stevie up there, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Two goats.
Yeah, degloved.
Helicopters. Dude, if you're a goat, do not get in a helicopter.
Yeah, or a plane. I mean, Otis Redding, they all drowned.
Live your life in fear.
Yeah. No, do what John Madden did.
Always drive a bus.
So I think at the end of the day, this is our John Madden tribute because he got scared of flying in planes, like horrified, so he took a bus everywhere. He literally did.
Yep.
And guess what? He didn't die until now when we killed him. But don't tell anybody. But he died way later than all those other people. And everyone still loved him. And he has a video game named after him. So guess what? Never fly. Stay at your home. Stay scared.
I mean, he was pretty great. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're talking about announcers, like, yeah, unironically.
Let's talk about announcers.
We're talking about announcers.
Unironically.
You know, it's probably the most well-known.
He was the best color commentator ever. He started so much like the cameras would be terrible. It's like in the 80s. He's the one who started the circling. Like, oh, here's what's going on live. Here's this. Like, hey, look at this guy. He's picking up some trash. Look at him. Look at him. He would draw an arrow. He's going to throw it in the trash. He would keep us entertained even when nothing was happening. Unlike us here at Casturbation.
Well, and two, also, like, the whole joke about him was, like, how what he was always saying, like,
Turducken.
was so obvious. Like, he was just like, and see, now here,
Well, it seems obvious
he's going to
now.
drop back and throw the ball to the receiver, and he's going to catch it for a touchdown, and they're going to win the game. And everyone's like, well, yeah, John, that's how this game works. It's like, but it was the way he said it, it sounded so, it's just like we were sold on it.
It sounded simple. Like, it made us think that we could coach a football team.
I mean, we could understand.
And we can't.
The layman could understand the game.
I mean, he really did help him.
Well, yeah, of course. But now you think
it seems
but
obvious
look
now.
But see, here's what I'm saying. John Madden, he's like the Beatles of color commentating, or the Rolling Stones of color commentating, whichever you want. The Elvis of color commentating. He's the one that set it off. He's rock and roll, man. He just set off the trend.
Well, because he retired early from coaching, so he's already badass. Oh, excuse me.
Oh my
I can't. I got the hiccups all of a sudden.
Hiccups, exactly. If you get hiccups during our 5-hour marathon, you're out.
Oh, I don't know.
You're DQ'd.
I don't know about that.
DQ'd.
So, like,
You're Dairy Queened.
It's like, give me the hurricane. With extra sprinkles.
Blizzard all
So,
up
like,
in your ass.
I guess it's the blizzard. God damn it, not the hurricane. Damn it, wrong inclement weather. Give me the hurricane. It's like, excuse me, can I get a hurricane?
Go to Dairy
with
Queen.
peanut butter cups.
Go to Dairy Queen and ask for a hurricane. It's a secret menu. They take you in the back and suck you off.
And deglove you.
Michael is obsessed with degloving.
You said suck you off. Yeah, you're the one with the dicks.
I was going to say you're obsessed with degloving penises, but...
I am, you know what, sometimes they might take a glove because it's cold, and sometimes, it's cold in I assume in the Dairy Queen walk-in, or in the back of the restaurant, it's very cold. So, John Madden and Pat Summerall, they were the Beatles.
Yeah, and Tony Romo.
Oh, no, we're not gonna put him. No.
Romo
No.
is
No. We're not doing Romo.
he's Nirvana.
No. No. We're not giving Tony Romo Nirvana. He's done it for like 3 years.
Yeah, and he's fucking great at it.
He'd be more like
He
Oasis.
is-
like he's like a one-hit, like couple-hit wonder.
I don't think there's any argument that Tony Romo's
Oh, Tony Romo's gonna be amazing.
head and shoulders
But no, we can't
the
give
best color commentator in the NFL right now. Out of the three
Out of the three, there's more than three.
or four
Okay,
broadcasts,
there's three big ones. There's Chris Collinsworth. There's Tony Romo.
Collinsworth, get out of here.
And
I don't
then
remember
there's
that.
Troy Aikman.
And Aikman's drunk all the
Troy
time.
Aikman, he's not drunk. He's
They're
opiated out.
They're literally it's
Troy
fucking
Aikman's like, is this still the 1995 Super Bowl? No, Troy. It's just another Cowboys game. Get me on the field.
yeah.
like, sorry, Troy.
No, he's not like that at all. He's obviously just always fucking
Tony
drunk
Romo's like,
because
"I
his
was
face
never
is
gonna-"
flush red.
And he's like, jowls. Like,
But Tony Romo is objectively the best color
yeah, but
commentator.
Tony Romo will eventually be the Troy Aikman.
No, he won't.
You don't know. Troy
Oh, I
Aikman stayed
do-
out the same.
If anything, Tony Romo was
Did
only
you
going to
see
get better.
Troy Aikman's first color commentating? Like in 1998? I doubt it.
No.
Exactly.
Why would I watch that?
I don't know. But guess what? Tony Romo, same, soon. Jerry Jones is going to start feeding him money. I guess that's all he
You
has
don't
to
know.
give.
You're not even trying to actually have a serious conversation.
What are you talking about? Like, Tony Romo is great. No. We're trying to be funny. Yes. We're trying to not be funny. Yes.
No, he's
both
good. It's like you can't dispute the fact. Like he is the best out of all of them. He's in depth. He actually explains the plays. He'll predict the shit that's going to happen because he knows how to read defenses. He's a good quarterback, and it's interesting. And
Is he really?
Yeah. Do you actually watch the games, or do you just keep it on and with the sound off?
Does
Because like
Tony
if you do
Romo
that,
ever win anything?
no, but
Is he a good quarterback?
it was just a great regular season quarterback. He could read defense. He knows how to read defense. He's like you don't say a starter.
He had the one game.
You don't say a starter that long in the NFL and
Yeah,
not know how to fucking play the game.
You know what's bad when you have your commentator. He can't be that good at the NFL. When he
was a great
finally
fantasy
got to,
quarterback, too.
He finally got to. Oh, good. He finally got to announce the Super Bowl, and he's like,
And he
I finally
calls
made
the
it to
play.
the Super Bowl. No. See, when he called the plays was the AFC Championship game. But anyway, who cares about football? What I'm saying.
But that's not the only time he's done that. Like
Is
he
that he
does
probably
that
is-
all the games. He's always like circling shit. Look here, this guy's if he drops back or if he drops in for the blitz, he's gonna go to the guy that she should be guarding. You know, like he will point out what the defense is what the quarterback will do depending on what the defense does.
Sometimes.
It's very interesting to somebody that doesn't necessarily understand the intricacies of the plays. And to me, it's an evolution of what Madden did. And that's the point I was making, and that's why I'm saying it's like, building upon what bands before them did, that's sort of like, is what I'm trying to say.
So no, honestly,
And so that's why
unfortunately-
Tony Romo's a big hit now. He's got the payday.
Nirvana-
Everybody loves him. It's like he's a hit. Like
No, like Tony.
I don't
Romo,
wouldn't say he's as big as the Beatles, but like he's
Tony Romo.
he's good. He's the best one that's come out.
I think Tony Romo is going to be like.
Probably since Madden. He's the
gonna be
best
like
announcer
Creed
since
or
Madden.
Coldplay or something like that. Because unfortunately, I'm sad to say.
Collinsworth is Creed.
No, Collinsworth unfortunately would be like the Nirvana. Like they threw him in there, and I'm like,
What?
you may or may
Why?
not like him. He's not. I'm not saying you like. I'm not saying you have to like him.
It doesn't make any sense.
We'll see.
You're
who's,
just trashing
we'll see
the
Al
analogy.
Michaels. I'm not trashing your analogy. So like, because obviously the GOAT will be Pat Summerall and John Madden. It's like, but
I'm just
Al
talking about
Michaels-
color commentators. I'm not talking about the main one.
But see, you have to like. It
No,
depends
you
what you're
don't.
included with. Like, I mean, you
No, you
can't
don't.
just have Paul McCartney and no John Lennon. We're going Beatles, and all the analogies.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
color
their color, the
commentator.
quality of their color commentating.
Why's it always got to be about color with you, bro? No. So, yeah, I guess out of the few remaining, see, I'm sad to say.
My argument is Tony Romo best color commentator since John Madden.
You know what I'm sad to say is that I think John Gruden was, and unfortunately, he's got some issues.
Well, see, Gruden was
With him and Mike Tirico, they were
He was
great.
entertaining, but I think he wasn't as nearly as informative Like he just would talk about, oh man, I love this guy,
Oh,
right? I love this guy, right?
once
here."
he got
And, I mean,
later-
it's like okay, like
Because that's entertaining.
I'm not saying it's not. That's my exact argument.
I'm not watching football to learn.
Gruden's entertaining. Well, actually, I am. I'm always trying to learn.
It's like I had a physics test.
I may want to try out.
Yeah, we're like Kurt Warner over here. They just made a movie about it, American Underdog. We're gonna do it.
I'm like the guy. I'm like Marky Mark in Invincible.
Yeah, we're gonna be both those guys, and try out for the Eagles or the Rams.
It's the Eagles.
No, yeah, and Invincible is the Eagles. But Kurt Warner did the Rams because Kurt Warner was our age. He was working at a grocery store, and he's like, I can still throw that ball.
What age? What age are we, Michael? Why do you need to put that out there?
We are 22.
Yeah, dude, I'm on TikTok.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm 22.
Nothing to dispute there.
It's like I am
I'm
your
aware.
average 22-year-old
I am aware
on
of the
TikTok. Hello, fellow children. So anyway, I think that's about it for this week. We come with a lot of great pitches. We satisfied our mission this week, unlike last week where we were just like fucking off. And
Isn't
not
that our
doing-
mission?
It is our mission
Our
in
mission
life.
is not. No.
Our mission is to spread the word of the Lord.
Do you want me to show you the mission?
I don't know.
No.
It's up to you.
No, I'm gonna save the mission. I'm gonna save it.
Michael's teasing y'all. He's
Gotta
like,
save it.
you gotta come back if you want that.
Let's just say in my line of work,
It's gonna be on the Patreon.
people
episode.
think I'm satanic and they give me things, brochures, pamphlets of how to not be so demonic, and we'll save them because David can't hear it right now, or he'll burst into flames.
So I guess we'll like wrap up the episode with just like some housekeeping. Follow us on Twitter and Casturbation.
Oh, we haven't even ever done housekeeping.
I know we never have done that, but might as well just do it one time,
Oh, do it now.
just once. That would be funny.
Just
Just never do it again. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
with you. It's
right,
the only time
right,
we do it.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Never promote us again.
Yeah. No more promotion though after this. But we're on Instagram and Twitter at obviously Casturbation.
You've heard of it.
Those things. See if you can find us.
Yeah, that's the challenge.
Maybe we're not shadow banned. I don't know. I don't know how you do that, but I kind of want to learn.
We'll figure it out.
So yeah,
Like the Wraith Riders.
what the hell is that?
I mean, the Wraiths.
Don't even talk about. Will you stop dropping nerd bullshit here at the end of the episode? I don't even know about.
They were like the Oakland Raiders.
Stop it!
John Madden.
I'm about to jump across the room with a knife
You couldn't make it.
like a spider monkey,
You couldn't make it. You're too fat.
like a chimp,
Too fat and lazy.
to live and die as an ape.
I guess all we learned is that, like, we're all animals and that animals are better than
This
us.
is not at all what we learned.
What did we learn?
We did learn about Coco. I kind of want to come up with a movie.
What,
about
Ice Cube's wife or Ice T's wife?
Ice-T's wife. No, the gorilla. They're not the same person.
According to you.
Hey man. Hey, if that's your take on it,
Shut up. Just kill it. Kill it with fire.
kill it, stab it.
Slash throat.
I do kind of want to come up with an idea for Coco though. So in memoriam, we can put that in it. For Coco. That should be the episode name for Coco.
We've already done For Harambe 5 years ago.
Yeah, callback, bro.
Oh, now it's a callback? Yeah, anytime I'm just like, oh, it's a callback, you're like, no, you're just relying on everything you've already said before.
Well, yeah, when you just bring up dicks like 600 times in one episode, I
think it should
think
be called
maybe
for-
you're using a crutch.
They should be called For Dick.
You're using a dick crutch, a crutch shaped like a penis.
Just have a...
That's what you're doing.
God damn it.
Exactly, I got you, bitch.
Dicks always get me. That should be the name.
I think we came up with way too many pitches and episode names this episode. It's been off the rails, folks.
Off the rails. It's
Sorry.
holiday. It's holiday at Casturbation.
That's going to be eventually our new episode, our new podcast is going to be called Off the Rails, and it's going to be where we do tons of cocaine and talk about trains
Every
that
episode.
have gone off the rails
Choo choo.
and famous train accidents whilst on cocaine.
There's been like 2 or 3.
Oh, there's been more than 2 or 3 train accidents.
I'm sure, but like, do famous people die during them?
I'd have put that as a
cares?
qualifier on train accidents.
All right, so we're just doing train accidents. All right,
That's
I'm
why
down
it's
with
called, that's why it's called the new podcast will be called Off the Rails, and it'll be where we talk about train accidents while on cocaine.
It's gonna be like one of those movies. Yeah, it's like they had a podcast about it, and all of these monorails and trains and these all start flying off the rails.
What are you talking about?
We're gonna kill everybody. I mean, sorry, I didn't say that, government. It's gonna be like the train scene in Knowing.
So I think the lesson that we learned this week was that Michael certainly can't be trusted around children.
We have not learned this already. That's my lesson.
That's true. We should already know this.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
This is David's fault. The end.